Hello my brothers, my name is Daidarius and welcome to my manga wishlist of 2023. It's the new year, which means it's going to be a new wishlist. But before we look into that, I'm just going to briefly take a look at last year's list, because there's something to go over. Alright, I'm going to bring up the list right here. I know it's in a different spot normally, but new year, let's mix the things up. But anywho, my list for 2022 was actually so big I had to split it up into two different lists, because otherwise this is getting a bit annoying to read on the screen, especially if you're on mobile phone, you can't really see shit. So the first part is this one, which is just a continuation of 2022, or not 2022, 2021, the year before. But what we can cross out is we can cross out Full Metal Alchemist. In the Full Metal edition, I managed to collect all of it. The same goes for the art book itself, which was kind of a wrap-up for the whole collection of the Full Metal edition part, since the designs was the same and it's hardcover and all that shizzle. After that, we can cross out Blade of the Immortal, because I managed to get everything that came out that year, which was awesome. Also, I managed to finally get Inuyashiki Volume 10, which had evaded me all the year prior, so it was nice to get that off the list. We have Soul Eater Perfect Edition. We managed to get not just up to Volume 8, which was my plan, but up until Volume 9, so that is just the icing on the cake. I also managed to get everything of Marshall that came out, and I mean, I think one more volume came out officially by this, but since I'm getting it from Book Depository, I'm often a month or two behind, because that's how their release date works. But anyway, I managed to get everything that I set my head out to do. Actually, I managed to get a shit ton of Firefalls. I was just gunning for the first 10 volumes, but I almost doubled that and got up until volume 19, so I'm on pace to actually manage to collect it, which is awesome. And then of course I managed to finish out Blame, with I mean, holy shit, that took so much longer than I originally planned to. I'm planning to collect all of it in 2021, but I managed to get it, which is fine. So there's still some outliers here. I didn't get all of Heart Gold and Soul Silver in Pokemon. I only managed to get the first volume. The second volume is always out of stock, but I am trying my best. I am still gunning for it. Then I was planning on getting JoJo Part 5, Volume 3 up until Volume 6, but since December became such an expensive month, I had to postpone Volume 6, so I did not manage to get all of it, unfortunately. And of course, Fire Punch, I still have not collected a single volume of Fire Punch, because I am a lazy fuck. Yes, it turns out I'm actually a big idiot, because I completely missed that I managed to get Volume 6 of Fist of the North Star, as well as the 12th volume of Vinland Saga. So I'm just gonna cross those out real quick, and now the list looks a lot better. Back to the video. We can also not forget Jacko the Galactic Patrolman, but again, it is never in stock. I don't think it will ever be in stock ever again. That's just how it is. But anywho, I mean, I'm still gonna keep it because I still want it, but maybe it's, I'm gonna think about it. But that was that list. So that was all of the things I managed to actually get. Also didn't manage to get Berserk Volume 12 in Deluxe Edition. I was gunning for it, but the delivery to me was postponed by Book Depository. I only got it in 2023, and therefore it's not part of 2022. Then if you take a look at the second list, which is basically just new editions, new series I wanted, I managed to collect everything Chainsaw Man, which was awesome, and I managed to collect everything I set out to do with Card number 8 and Record of Ragnarok. Those almost always goes hand in hand. They are released the same month often, and it's the same volume number, which is kind of cool, I guess. Then of course I also managed to get Death Note short stories, so that is that. I had set out to get a lot of shonen and I got almost none of it. But the things I didn't get was series I have already read. Sure, I did not manage to get all of Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Clover that I actually set out to do, which was 10 volumes of each series, but I am still actively collecting them, so I don't see it as a huge loss. But I didn't get My Hero Vigilantes, My Hero Academia, Dr. Stone, and One Punch Man, because I have already read them. That doesn't mean I won't collect them, but it just means I've down prioritized them, considering I want series I have not yet read first. So that is that. So those are the lists, and I think I have managed to do quite well. There are a few blunders, but overall I managed to collect most of the things I actually wanted to collect. But that is last year's list. That is not what you're here for. You are here for this year's list. So, what am I gonna get this year? I have all my notes ready because of course I cannot remember that. So first and foremost, we're just gonna take a look of the continuation of what I already have. So I'm gonna briefly go through it right here. Okay, first of all, I want to get volume 12, volume 13 of Berserk the Deluxe Edition. Volume 13 is gonna be it for now, since they are 3-in-1s and there's only 41 volumes out right now. If you try to divide 41 with 3, it's not gonna work. We're gonna need volume 42 until then. Dark Horse will probably not release a volume 14 of Berserk. So 13 is all we're gonna get now, so I'm gonna get that one. Then Blade of the Immortal, we're gonna get the rest this year. So that's volume 8, 9, and 10. That will be the total of the series. So of course I'm gonna get that. Then we also have JoJo Part 5, volume 6, because I'm missing it, and then up until volume 9. And I guess that's gonna be it, because Part 5 and Part 4, I believe, are roughly the same length, chapter-wise and almost volume-wise. I mean, in the Japanese versions, one part ends and another part begin in the same single, so you can't really count that way, but chapter-wise, page-wise, they are almost similar. So I think we will have 9 volumes, which we will get by this year. So I should be able to finish Part 5. I don't think we're gonna get Part 6 this year though, so I won't put that on the list. And then we have Heart Gold and Soul Silver Volume 2. I did not manage to get it last year. I am gunning for it this year because I have set a goal for myself. I want all, and I mean all, of Pokemon Adventures that is available by the end of next year. Which means I should probably also put Black and White on this year's list. But I'm not gonna, because I still need Volume 2 of Heart Gold and Soul Silver before us continue to move forward. So I'm still having that on the list, but just know that in case I manage to get it this year, I will immediately jump onto Black and White, just so you know. Then of course we have Fist of the North Star. I think we're gonna get from Volume 7 up until Volume 10 this year. I think. So I'm putting that on the list. Hopefully we will get up until Volume 10. We'll see if I'm gonna be able to cross it out, but I'm gunning for Volume 10. And then we have Marshall, that should be up until Volume 13 to this year, so I'm hoping to get at least Volume 13. Maybe they will release a Volume 14 this year as well. But for now, I'm just gonna gunning from Volume 10 up until Volume 13, because I think that's what we're gonna get, but I'm not sure. Then we have Fire Force. This year, I'm gonna get the rest, and I believe the final volume, which will be Volume 34, is gonna be released this year, if not at the beginning of next year. But I'm gonna catch up. If Volume 34 is gonna be released this year, I'm gonna get everything up until that, including that. If not, then I'm gonna get everything that's gonna be available by December this year, because I want the rest. I have started reading Fire Force, and I do love it. I thought I would love it, given what I've read about Soul Eater, and it turns out, yes I do. And then speaking of Fire Punch, Volume 1 up until Volume 8. This is the 3rd year I have it on my list, and I need to get it. And I'm actually promising you, I won't promise that I get everything, but I will start the series this year, because I read and finished Chainsaw Man, and I am now in love with what Fujimoto can do. I need to see more. I just need to read more. So I'm gonna get Fire Punch this year, at least 1 volume. Hopefully more. We're gonna put all 8 of them up there, but I'm gonna get at least 1 volume this year. Then we have Solo Leveling. I do not know how many volumes we're gonna get this year. Right now, Yen Press is only advertised 1, which is gonna be Volume 6. But I'm hoping we're also gonna get Volume 7 and maybe Volume 8. So let's just say 7 and 8 volume and hope for the best. And then Villain Saga. Apparently, I thought Villain Saga Volume 13 is gonna get at December this year, but apparently it was released December last year. So I'm getting Villain Saga Volume 13 very, very soon. Putting that on the list. But that is all the old stuff. That is all continuations of the series I already have. How about new stuff? Well, how about up until Volume 20 of Jujutsu Kaisen? No, you said How about new stuff? Well, technically Jujutsu Kaisen is very, very new. It's a series that is very, very new to me. I have only 5 volumes in total, so I mean, I'm sorry. It's just I've divided up in 2 lists like last year, and this is on the new list. But yeah, I'm planning to get up until volume 20 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I know there's not 20 volumes out right now, but there will be during this year. So I'm planning to catch up, basically, because I actually do enjoy the series. The same with Black Clover. I'm not going to catch up because there's over 30 volumes out right now, but I'm planning to catch up until volume 20. And the reason is that I'm gunning for completing Fire Force this year, but I still want to accumulate as much as I can of Black Clover. But we'll see, maybe I will blast past that milestone, considering what I did with Fire Force last year. Who knows? We'll see. Could be, but time will tell. Then there is Record of Ragnarok and Kaiju number 8. Now, Kaiju number 8 does not have many volumes out as of this recording. I think in Japan they have up until volume 8, maybe 9. So I think we won't get more than 7 volumes this year. Maybe. We'll see. But I'm guessing up until volume 7 is what we're gonna get this year of Kaiju number 8. I might be wrong, but that's my plan at least. And then Record of Ragnarok, well, there is now 17 volumes out in Japan, so I'm quite confident we can get up until volume 8 this year, so I'm gunning for that, hoping. If I misplan that, then of course I'm gonna cross it out later on, like I did last year, but for now, I'm just gonna plan it for that. Then we have One Piece Compendium 3. It was released last year, but Book Depository being a bit slow, it's firstly released later this year. But I want to complete my... Can you even see it? No, you can't. But I want to complete my One Piece Compendium series. And then I have to wait until Oda releases 3 more crawler walks that West can then bind into one compendium. But yes, I'm gonna get the 3rd and current final compendium of One Piece. And now, no, not now. We have one more continuation, and that is Rooster Fighter. Only 2 volumes has been announced for this year, and I guess it's still a young series, maybe, but volume 3 and volume 4 should be released this year. I'm getting those because that series is fucking bonkers. I mean, have you read it? If you haven't, you really should. It is unlike anything else. It is epically stupid, but epic. It's weird, but in a good way. And the art is so stupid. It is so stupid. I cannot describe how stupid the art is. It is insane. And the humor is a bit of hit or miss. Probably will be a hit or miss from some people. But that's okay. Just give the first volume a try. I mean, it is stupid, but it's such a good series. And I need everything they have. I'm gonna need it. I'm just gonna need everything. I'm gonna need the author to pick up the pace and complete the series, so I can get all of it and read it right now. It is that good. It's weird, but it's good. Then we also have some new series. I only have 3 basically, but that's how it is. So first off, a new series, which this is gonna start releasing this year, is Hulk. Now, I was introduced to Hulk on the One Punch Man Reddit because they used to, at every April's Fools, switch the One Punch Man Reddit into a different Reddit. The last one they did, they switched it into Record of Ragnarok, which is how I came to know the series Record of Ragnarok and become a fan of it, because often when they change it into a new series, it is often a good series. Well, the year prior to that, they did it with Hulk, and I was not there that day when they did it, so I missed on jumping on board of the Hulk hype train. But now that this is starting releasing Hulk, I'm gonna get it, because I know for a fact that the One Punch Man Reddit does not disappoint in recommending series. So by recommendation of the One Punch Man April Fool's recommendation, I'm gonna get that series. That's gonna be released, I think, 4 volumes this year. I think maybe more, but for now I think it's 4 volumes. So I am gonna get 4 volumes. Unless there is more, then I'm gonna get more. And the other series I'm starting this year, hopefully, is Alice in Borderland. Because the premise sounds awesome. And I mean, just like everyone else and their dead pet saw Squid Game a few years back. It's already been a few years. Whew. But like everyone saw that. A lot of people stated on the internet, if you like Squid Game and you are into manga, check out Alice in Borderland. It's not a one-to-one comparison or anything, but it is kind of these death games that the main characters have to survive. At least of the brief summary that I have read, I believe it's about. If it's not about that, it's something else, then I'm gonna be surprised, but apparently that's how it looks like. So I'm gonna get Alice in Borderland. But that is basically that. Alright, so it turns out I am still a big idiot because I completely forgot about Noise. I'm also getting Noise this year. And in case you don't know, Noise is basically considered the volume 0 of the Blame series. Now sure, I haven't read Blame yet, but I have all of Blame and it is supposedly in hardcore. With this, double win for me. So I'm also putting Noise on the list. Alright, back to the video. Is my wish list. Let's just quickly bring it up here. So this is my wish list. Again, it is a big one. I'm dividing it into 2. So this is the first one. This is the one we will see the most because it is continuing on series I already have. And I'm just looking forward to actually completing deluxe editions this year. Mostly because then Dark Horse is going to do something else. Because of course they're going to continue the deluxe edition series. It's money. I'm just hoping that when they do, let it be Gans. I know people also are voting for Trigon. And sure, you can do that. As long as you also do Gans. Because I'm not getting those bricks. But it will probably not be this year. If it's gonna be anything like Bread of the Immortal, they will announce it next year. Because the omnibuses for Gans is gonna finish this year. I think the final one, volume 12, is gonna be released in March, April this year. So we will probably get a deluxe edition if we get one on March or April next year. Fingers crossed. And then on the other list, the other shonen I'm not really sure, but everything else I'm gunning for, especially Helg and Alice in Borderland. I'm always keen on starting new series, and I know I have a shit ton of series I need to review. But as you know, that has been put on hiatus for now. And right now I'm catching up on all the other series that I'm not planning on reviewing because they're not completed. Like Sony, Chainsaw Man, as I just stated. I know part 1 is completed, but the story is still continuing, right? Fire Force, so on and so forth. But yeah, that is my list. That is my wish list of 2023. Now, something to keep in mind. Because even though that is my list, that might not be the only thing I'm getting. Like last year, I was not planning on the list on getting, for example, Rooster Fighter. But then I found Rooster Fighter, and of course I had to get Rooster Fighter. Just how it is. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So every once in a while a new series will pop in because I just have to get it. The same thing happened with Parasite the year before and so on. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but that is just something you need to be prepared for. But anyway, that is my list. And I have probably missed something, but the issue is that both Dark Horse and not Yenpress so much, Yenpress kinda, but also Viz are so horrible at laying out, this is our calendar year, this is when we're gonna reach this year. So now you can do your planning. They don't, you just have to freaking guess or look at social medias, but I don't really want to just search for a series they might release that could be interesting. I don't want to do it. It's too much hassle. Just tell me. But that is the list. And of course, if you think there's something missing that is getting released this year, or some old series you think will be up my alley considering what I have collected. If you've seen my manga collection video, then you probably know. If not, then there is an invitation right up there. It is a bit long. It's shorter than the year before, even though it has more manga, but there you can see all the manga that I have, and then from that you might find a series that would fit right into it, considering what I do like. Or maybe something that challenges me, who knows? I'm always open for a challenge, if it's good. But yeah, that is my manga wishlist. What does your manga wishlist look like? I'm always interested in seeing what your wishlist looks like. And no, it's not because I'm gonna copy your homework. But I might. I might, who knows? But yeah, what does your manga wishlist of 2023 look like? And is there any new releases you're looking very much forward to? Last year it could have been Parasite, the full colored editions. Who knows? For some, if you haven't gotten into Vinland Saga, actually, just before I go, if you haven't gotten into Vinland Saga yet and are contemplating to getting it, try to hold off a bit, because later this year Kodansha is gonna release a deluxe edition. Same size and format as the Berserks. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not getting it because I have the 2-in-1 hardcovers, but something to keep in mind. Alright, so whatever your list is, comment below and leave me your thoughts. And as always, until I see you in the next video, remember to stay awesome. Alright, see ya.